sevmeyecek benim bitenin. Yetsin benim yetini. Fuck you, Skitty.
Indeed. Indeed, Scotty.
Fuck you, Skitty. Fuck you, Skitty.
Dude, well, I mean, kind of a fucking shitty episode because, you know, unfortunately, because of Paul's bad back, we had to fire him.
Yeah.
Paul's been totally fucking
We had
fired.
to be like, you know what, Paul?
It's not working out, dude.
Your
I mean,
back
this
is going to keep going out like this.
This guy's
You just
fucking
can't
back
be
is
part of
always
fucking
out.
Deep Fat Fry anymore.
I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this guy? I mean, his back's out. He hates everyone. He wants the nukes to fucking fly, cleanse the earth, which I'm on board with that part. But I mean, still, it's a negative message to send to the audience.
Still, that's not a very hopeful message for all our young viewers who are just getting their start in life to hear that pessimistic bullshit.
I mean, also, TJ gave me $20, so I have to admit it. I mean, I agreed to fire Paul because I mean, his ketosis is stronger, and TJ couldn't take it. He's like, "Here, give me $20. We fire Paul. Just get rid of him."
I mean, I can still come on the show, right? I just don't get paid.
You just don't get paid.
Right,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, well, whatever.
We still need you, but I mean, like,
Paul actually
just don't
woke
get
me
paid.
up this morning, dude.
Paul
did?
yelled.
Dude.
I was laying in bed.
Did
I
he
was
yell or
like-
did he yelp?
No, I was looking in bed. I was laying in bed, and I was just kind of like half awake, half asleep, kind of in that middle zone. And then I just hear, "Ah!" I'm like, "Whoa! What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
What was
I heard it again, like, "Whoa! Goddamn!"
Is that you getting out of your bed?
That was me. Actually, this morning, I got out of my bed okay without yelping. That was me trying to put on a sock. I fucking shit you not.
Because you had to bend all... Yeah.
Right. Well, I was trying to figure out a way to do it without bending, so I bent this leg kind of up and was trying to hook it on my toes so I could pull it up over, and that bending of my leg was just not...
That wasn't kosher.
It's like somebody stabbed me, so...
Wow.
So, I guess we have some fucking different announcements. One announcement is we are doing a show July 21st in Los Angeles, California at the Mint.
Los Angeles, California.
DFF Live.
Tickets are on sale down
Do we even
below.
need to hype how awesome this is going to be? Marshall Manson is opening for us. He's going to play a full set for you guys. Then we're going to come out. We're going to do a live DFF right there in front of you, involving you in our crazy, wacky antics. And
There'll
then
be
afterward,
questions.
Yeah, questions and craziness. I mean, it's going to be
Stories.
crazy. Stories. I mean, you name it. Fucking titties and ass and acts of sexual theater that I can't even describe on YouTube.
The audience will be naked. The performers will be naked. Everyone will be. It's just going to be a giant,
LA's largest orgy.
fucking orgy.
Yeah, metaphorically
An
speaking.
orgy of fat,
A
disgusting
metaphorical
neckbeards.
Yeah, metaphorical.
Coalescing into one
pretty sure
giant ball of neckbeard gay
Hey,
sex.
if we went to
It's gonna be
Amsterdam,
beautiful.
maybe that'd be possible.
It's going to be so fucking beautiful.
And
Anyway.
then after that, after we're done doing the show, we're coming right down off stage to just chill and get drunk and high with you guys all fucking night until they kick us out of the joint.
Nah, Paul's gonna be in the green room smoking weed.
I mean, I might head there a few times.
And then, by the way, if you're wondering what the difference is between the $75 tickets and the $25 tickets, the $75 VIPs get to come in a little early. They get to.
We won't say what it is, but they get a little swag.
They're gonna get
too.
a little
They
gift.
get a little swag. They get a little something that ain't gonna be available to the general audience.
Thank you.
Hell
A little
yeah.
thank you for being VIPs.
VI motherfucking P. That's right.
You don't want to pay that shit though. The other ticket's $25.
Yep.
And of course, later this month we'll be doing a 24-hour show, and we will announce that further. But for now, I think it's time to get into what this show is all about, which is the weird news of the week.
How was the intro today? I missed it.
All right, I'll just play it again.
Oh yeah, it's
probably,
short.
Yeah, it's only
Short and sweet.
It's short, but it's fun. Here.
All right, yeah,
Plug
yeah.
your
I was
head-
just asking, you know.
Plug your headphones in.
I'm
I'll
trying, but like I don't know how this fucking happened.
And
My
TJ
headphones.
was a faggot.
It's like that.
Around my
It's like a
mic, I don't
Japanese
really see
knot puzzle.
All right, we're good.
There we go. Here you go.
Feeling is time. Feeling is time. Benim bitenin. It's the beam. Fuck you, Scary. Fuck you, Scary.
That's what it's all about. Dude.
So are Matt Parker and Matt Stone and Trey Parker, are they secret fans of ours or something?
Yeah,
what's going on here?
They're making South Park episodes about
They're
us.
making like little mini South Park episodes about deep fat fried now.
I mean, they're obviously not putting any care or effort into their own show anymore. So,
well, these have been funnier than the last few South Park sections.
That's what I'm saying. So they might, they're getting, we've reignited their inspiration.
Dude, South Park is one of those shows that just needs to go quietly into that good night, dude.
Yeah, The Simpsons and South Park need to hold hands and fall into the volcano together.
Let them do it, dude.
They need to fucking put shotguns in each other's mouths, count to 3, and pull the trigger at the same time. Yeah.
I'll pull your trigger, you pull mine, so it's not suicide. Let's do it, Simpsons.
Dude, The Simpsons, man, the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons were just...
phenomenal. Like
a phenomenal good show. It was just, they're so funny, they're so memorable.
It's kind of lame because now, if you think about it, there's The Simpsons has sucked longer than it was ever good.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, so that's kind of a depressing fact. But
what's in the news, TJ?
What's in the news? That's not the news. This is the news. Christian prophet. Liberals will create hurricanes to suppress Trump voters.
Damn, dude. They should be afraid then. Fuck.
We've got the technology to create a fucking hurricane now?
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
So let's listen to what this guy's got to say.
Look for some stuff right before the election, Sheila. And we need to be praying for this election for the safety of the people, safety and security of the election itself, so that it's not stolen, number one. But number two, look for false flags. And one of the things that the Lord has been showing me is that this could be a very nasty hurricane season.
Really
we're already getting effects down here in Florida. Like I said, we just had one come through here. It was a subtropical system. It doesn't normally start this early. And that's what the Lord was showing me. It could possibly get, if they don't get control of the technology right now, which we both know there's technology out there. Irma and Harvey were both generated and steered by man. Both these hurricanes were. There could be a couple of nasty hurricanes right before the election.
Dude, they were steered by man? So there was a dude sitting in like a pilot seat somewhere in the hurricane driving it around and shit?
Well, no, the government has all kinds of weather control technology. They can shoot lasers at the hurricane.
Don't you just love that these are the same people that are climate change deniers, but then at the same time it's like, well, it happens, but it's actually created. They create hurricanes to affect the midterm elections, so Trump will lose because the hurricanes that appear.
It sounds like they're already preparing for Trump's loss.
I mean,
some way to explain it.
But there's a precedent for this happening to presidents. This isn't uncommon. This happened to Bush.
Somebody sending a hurricane after them?
No, the midterm elections.
Got it.
For there to be a shift in the House and the Senate.
I was gonna say, man, dude, I've been out of the loop on this whole leftist steering hurricanes into right wing.
No, not that thing. That's just
the left's in a bad way.
Well, look what this guy. Look what show he's on. The Jim Baker show.
Right.
I mean, what credibility does he fucking have at this point?
Yeah, nobody that sits on a stage with a background of really shitty fucking like mashed potatoes and vegetable gravy. You know what I mean?
The last 20 fucking years.
Like never has somebody said anything important with that as a background.
You know what I fucking hope? I hope the apocalypse does come, and one of these fucking idiots that bought this shit are surviving. They're all like, I'm gonna eat my bonus buckets, and it's all fucking spoiled shit.
It's all just
mold,
inedible fucking garbage.
Just die, starvation.
Damn you, Jim Baker.
Some of them will probably open it up for the first time and find it's filled with sand and shit.
You know what?
Jim Baker's been selling sand buckets to these old people.
What I'm fucking shocked by is, I keep watching. I watch a lot of like secular talk and shit, and he's always criticizing the left. Like they need to do this, they need to do that. Like motherfucker, they don't need to do shit. They control hurricanes. Like the left is basically Zeus at this point.
Damn.
Like, how come the left hasn't sent a fucking lightning bolt to kill Trump yet,
Yeah.
Like, during his stupid celebration of America shit, a big bolt of lightning could have just...
Man, that would have been the fucking spectacle.
Dude, but it's all part of the plan.
Reduced him to cinders, and everyone's just like, well, it's an act of God.
You don't understand the Democratic Party. They're ingenious, dude. Because actually they want Trump to be in office, so the 4 years, the Democrats then can take over the entire government and say, look, if we allow the Republicans to win, look what happened. We got Trump. We need Democrats only from now on. And then they form a one-party system, one-party government, totalitarian, fascist, democratic rule
with
for
Nancy
life.
Pelosi at the head of it, dude.
Yeah, as king, of course.
King Pelosi.
King Pelosi.
Yeah, she wouldn't even be called queen. Fuck that.
No.
She doesn't buy into gender role stereotypes. She's the fucking king.
She's going to pull a Cersei, dude. Yeah. Exactly.
Upset the election so people can't vote. They don't have power, so forth and so on. The Lord was telling me we need to come up with a technology prayer, so to speak, because the eye of Irma came right over my house. And if you notice, that was the first time I've seen a hurricane like this. It didn't know where to come in and land at. And there was this war going on in the heavens.
It didn't know, dude.
It didn't.
A sentient hurricane,
dude. Remember before Irma made landfall? Like, it was kind of just like we heard it mumbling to itself, like
Texas.
Texas,
Alabama,
Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi. Oh God,
Florida.
So places like it hit. I'm just not sure. Remember that? It was a confused
dude.
hurricane.
Because as we know, Florida hasn't been getting hit by hurricanes for fucking. I don't know, since fucking Florida's existed.
Christians were stepping up, even other states were stepping up and commanding this thing to turn and this, that, and the other. Well, it did come in. It wasn't where they thought it was going to be. But the point being is that, we have the power to turn these things, but we need to go after the root, which is the technology behind the storm. This is all going to hinge. This hurricane season or some things that may happen with the hurricanes right before election is all going to hinge if they have control of the weather stuff.
You mean man-made climate change? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, we do. We actually, the funny thing about this guy's conspiracy is that we are actually responsible for these fucking horrible, like larger than life, more frequent than usual hurricanes.
Yeah,
but
more intense
not
hurricanes.
Not because George Soros built some fucking weather control device in the basement of his mansion, but because we've been fucking off and not listening to scientists who've been telling us to cut back on the carbon emissions,
dude,
for decades.
And plus, the thing about this, these right-wingers, every time that you bring up climate change, one of their common refrains is like, well, the hubris of you to think that insignificant man could change the climate.
Right.
But now, it's like
they
got lasers that control the weather, everybody!
George Soros and Pelosi are just like chilling together in some fucking futuristic weather lab, send
the hurricanes,
sending hurricanes at every city that votes.
Let me ask you this, Paul: how many of them hurricanes hit California?
Not a single one.
Not one, boy. I tell you what.
I think not.
Apparently, science is
the fucking liberal strongholds never seem to get hit, but the South does.
You know what did hit fucking California though? Fucking the Republicans' new drought device that they've been building in fucking who's the leader of the Republicans?
The Koch brothers, dude.
Yeah, the Kochs. Yeah, the Koch brothers built a fucking drought maker device to suck all the water out of the ground in California. So we've been suffering our.
That sounds like some liberal bullshit.
It's like a fucking underground weather war, dude.
Yep.
But
we go high, they go low.
That sums it up, I think. Florida man.
Here he comes.
Attacked men he believed to be Muslim with knife, stun gun at McDonald's.
Man, this is just, I love that this is happening
The
still.
St. Johns County Sheriff's Office arrested a 6-year-old man Wednesday after he went on a racist rant against two men he believed to be Muslim or of Middle Eastern descent. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I think we already covered this story, actually.
We actually did.
Did we?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, we covered this in a previous episode. So
Flash refried.
Flash deep refried.
This story, man, I actually read this exact article today. This leaves me very conflicted. I mean, it is one of the worst countries in the world, but making one of the best decisions possible.
Well, maybe they're trying to improve, Sky. Maybe you need to let go of your hatred of Canada.
I think I might have to.
All eyes on Canada as first G7 nation prepares to make marijuana legal. From crime to health to business, Canada's decision to legalize marijuana is a grand progressive experiment that promises to answer a host of questions. Like
the questions that are gonna be answered are: is this a smart thing to do?
Yes.
And does this expand the tax base? Because that's
Yes.
really the most important. Does this expand the tax base?
I mean,
and if
undoubtedly.
it does, we will follow, not long after this shit. I mean, the dominoes are falling.
When Canopy Growth opened its first cannabis factory in an old chocolate plant near Ottawa 4 years ago.
Sweet.
It did so predicting a bright future. Canada had already legalized medical marijuana, and Canopy predicted full legalization for recreational use to be next.
Dude, if I owned that weed company, I would get, because it's in a chocolate factory, dude.
Yeah.
I would do public tours, and I would bring them into the weed area, and I'd be like, come with me, smoke some weed, get fucking high on this marijuana. Let them fucking run around and pick buds for themselves and smoke it out of all the bongs that I have placed around, different sizes.
That would be awesome, but I'm pretty sure that's totally against the regulations. That they have.
big flowers, and at the center of it's just golden wax.
But dude, isn't that the
they
problem?
Grab and put in a big dabber.
Isn't that the problem though? As long as they're 21, should it really matter? Should people be able to go on a fucking? They should be able to go on a fucking tour of a pot factory, dude. Why
and get
not?
super fucking high while they're doing it. Why the fuck not?
I know, but there's a bunch of regulations that we don't want children to have it. It's like, well, make sure everyone's 21 on the tour.
Yeah.
Check everyone's ID before they go in. There you go.
What the company hadn't predicted, however, was the sudden flood of foreign visitors. Politicians and police authorities from Jamaica, Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, Greece, and Australia have all come knocking, as well as doctors from New Zealand, Brazil, and Chile, along with groups of corporate investors and bankers, so many that Canopy now sometimes splits up the groups according to their birthdays. We know we'd have to give a lot of tours, so we just cut a window into the wall, said the company's spokesman, Jordan Sinclair. We put windows in all of the doors. Canada will be thrust even more directly under the international microscope on Thursday when a vote in the Senate is expected to ratify Bill C-45, effectively making Canada the first G20 nation to legalize recreational marijuana. Good on you, Canada.
Yeah, bravo.
Yeah, dude. And the prohibition of marijuana. Finally, I'll tell you what, Canada sucks, but they got this right.
That's a fucking beautiful thing.
I mean, how much longer can you say Canada sucks, Scotty?
I mean, their climate sucks. The people suck. Everything about it sucks. But this is the one good thing. Look, it's such a shitty place. They have to do this. It's going to be their one redeeming quality, in my opinion.
The one thing Canada ever did right. Yeah, Always look on the bright side of life, says CEO who raised EpiPen price by more than 400%.
Life is short. You don't need this, do you?
What a bitch. Let's see, I don't know. Fuck the video, because then I have to deal with another set of audio, so. The myriad problems of the U.S. healthcare system aren't the fault of any one person, but every so often an industry executive spouts something so wrong-headed it shines as a helpful light on what we're up against. Sorry. Heather Bresch, chief executive of the drug company Mylan, maker of EpiPens, stepped into it Monday on a CNN podcast. After about 40 minutes of benign getting-to-know-you questions, interviewer Poppy Harlow finally got around to asking about the lingering sting that surrounds Bresch having jacked up the price of life-saving EpiPens by more than 400%. Mylan didn't invent the device. It bought the rights to sell them in 2007. Bresch tap danced a little, talking about how the price hike was justified because of a brand awareness campaign and a package redesign.
Bullshit.
400%.
Yep. For package redesign.
Yeah, people that use EpiPens don't care how they're fucking packaged.
She then slid past her money-grubbing behavior and focused on her company's sensitive and caring response to public outrage. After hearing that people were angry about Mylan raising the price of a 2-pack of EpiPens from $100 to more than $600, Bresch and Mylan didn't hesitate to bring out a generic version of the EpiPen that sold for just $300. Wow, how nice.
Wow.
All right, we'll sell you one that's only 3 times as much as it used to cost, okay? The public needed and wanted a solution, she said, and so before we did anything else, before I testified in Congress, before I did anything, we came to market with a generic and cut the price in half. No.
You cut the price in half?
You didn't cut...
of the inflated price.
Yeah, you can't fucking, quintuple the price? Is it quintuple 6 times? Whatever.
Sextuple.
A 600% increase.
Sextuple the price and then cut that price in half and then be like, look how nice we are.
Look, I don't think anyone would give a shit if the price of EpiPen went up to $150 for a 2-pack because, obviously there's inflation. Costs are going to go up. but to raise it that dramatically is just pure greed. It's pure greed.
Oh, yeah. The fact that she testified before Congress about this and nothing was done about it is just retarded. These are not like... These are devices that, like, tens of thousands of people, probably more, rely on to make sure that they don't die if they accidentally eat or get stung by a bee or some shit. You know what I mean? Eat something they're violently allergic to.
Yeah, if they go into anaphylactic shock, there's something that's going to stop them from dying.
Paul, listen, dude. She's a victim, too.
Oh, of course.
I wasn't going to be apologetic for operating in the system that existed, she said. What I decided to do was put my effort and energy to talk about what needed to be fixed. It's not her, dude. It's the system.
Yeah, no.
The system.
Well, I agree with her, but she's part of the fucking system. Yeah, I could have done something, but I decided to be part of the fucked up system.
You know what she could have done as the head of the company? She could have said, the price is ridiculous, and let's make the price a fair price where we make a profit and people can still get the drugs they need.
I mean, let's be honest. This type of shit, like people that are prone to severe anaphylaxis should have access to this shit free. There shouldn't be a charge for a medicine that you need to keep yourself from strangling to death. That right there is just indicative of the fucking problem in this country.
You know what that sounds like, though? Communism.
Oh, whoops.
Communism.
The real problem is, and I've gotten so much flack for it over the years, I say, well, the political process is a joke because these people testify before Congress, like Zuckerberg, he'll go up there and say, oh, real sorry that we stole all your guys' data. But they're not really sorry. He knew what was going on.
It's a dog and pony show.
You know, it's all bullshit. It's all for fucking show. It doesn't change anything. All these fucking congressmen and these senators would get up and say, well, the prices of drugs are too high. Yeah, I agree with John Q. Taxpayer. You know what I'm going to do about it? Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
So it's bullshit. Everyone knows about the problems that exist in our country, like people being price gouged, but they don't give a shit. If you go and price gouge during a fucking hurricane and say gas is $10 a gallon, yeah, someone will crack down on you. But if these motherfuckers do it to you every day of the fucking week, doesn't matter. Oh, they raised it 10,000%. Well, that's that. You know what that is? That's the free market. But what can we do?
What kind of argument is that? Like, oh, you want to not strangle to death in a horrible fucking way if you walk out of your house and get stung by a bee, which can happen at any time? Well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get a fucking job, hip. It's like, what? Fuck you. What year is this?
In an unrelated announcement, we're having, unfortunately, due to market forces, we have to raise the price of our $5 Patreon to $600.
Yeah.
And, look, it's because we're doing a redesign of the Patreon page.
Oh, shit,
yeah,
TJ.
I mean, that's very expensive.
I'm looking at the live reaction to this, and people are outraged. You know what? Let's half the price. It's $300.
Wow.
Let's do a generic Patreon that's not quite as good.
Yeah.
But it's half the price.
Okay, yeah.
Only
right.
$300.
Yep, $300.
You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're
we
fucking
care about
welcome.
you. We understand.
Well, no, that's funny. The generic is exactly the same as the fucking name brand one. It's like people go to stores and I need to buy Tylenol. It's like, no, you don't. All you need to buy is the active ingredient in Tylenol. You don't need to fucking spend the extra money, but people are stupid.
That's why these fucking off-brands and shit always have, like, compared to the ingredients of Robitussin or whatever the fuck, because you look at them and it's like, oh, it's got the same exact shit in it. All right, but this is $3 and this is $8.
Yeah, that's all it is.
All right.
Because you're buying a name brand. It's just the same with EpiPen. It's like EpiPens can be manufactured way cheaper. And they even said this company didn't even invent the EpiPen. They just bought the rights to sell it. And they did what all these fucking patent troll companies basically fucking do. They fucking get the rights to something or the license to use it. And then they basically just go, okay, well, now that we're the only people that can sell this with a device or, a product that a bunch of people need and depend on, now we'll jack the price up. I mean, what is that guy's name? Martin Shkreli? I mean, he did the same bullshit. I mean, he got indicted because he got a bunch of heat on him.
It was AIDS drugs, right? Or what kind of...
He's mentioned in here.
Martin,
somewhere.
yeah, Shkreli.
Shkreli, that's his name.
Yeah, things didn't really take off, though, until the following summer in July.
I'm not sure what drug
when
it
more
was.
news outlets started comparing Mylan's egregious EpiPen price hike to the actions of disgraced drug industry exec Martin Shkreli.
Shkreli, yeah.
Shkreli.
He's the guy who shamelessly raised the price of a 6-decade-old anti-infection drug called Daraprim from $13.50 to $750 a pill.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why we need a government option. This is why the federal government needs to mandate healthcare so that they can fucking bargain with these companies and stop allowing them to shaft people who need their products to live.
No, these people should be killed. Officials, 118,000 names missing from voter lists in L.A. County.
Whoops.
The names of more than 118,000 voters were omitted from the Los Angeles County voter list because of a printing error, election officials said, prompting confusion at some polling places on Tuesday. The names of registered voters are included on lists poll workers use to record who votes. The county registrar recorder's office said workers were instructed to offer provisional ballots to every voter whose name didn't appear on a list for Tuesday's primary. They say the issue involves a total of 118,522 voters in Los Angeles County, a small percentage of the 5.1 million registered voters in the nation's most populous county.
Why is it that we live in a time here in this country where we're all carrying like a really powerful computer around in our pocket that's connected to the internet, but when we vote, we still show up and have to talk to an old lady who has to squint at a list and find our name and then send us into a curtained booth to punch a hole in a card? Why is that still how we vote? Why haven't we modernized how we vote to end this type of shit? Why are we relying on printers for people to be able to fucking vote?
Because that's how it works, Paul.
Because if you made voting, like let's say it's online voting, like they've done in other countries, then they wouldn't get the same results. And honestly, they want to be inconvenient.
They wouldn't be able to manipulate their Diebold machines. That's exactly why.
Yeah,
they wouldn't
that's
be
the
able
problem.
to get in there and tinker with shit. They wouldn't be able to interpret the numbers however they want by fucking with machines ahead of time like they've done in the past and been caught doing in the past.
Oops, this person went slightly outside the circle. Throw that one away. Couldn't follow directions. Oh, we lost a bunch of names on the registry. What are you going to do?
Well, I mean, the whole process is rigged. I mean, to begin with. I mean, who gets their name on the ballot, that's rigged.
Yep.
You know, so either choice you're going to get is basically just going to be bullshit. I mean, like, look, it's like people talk about the differences in political parties. Yeah, there's some differences, but it's like, it's kind of sold this way in America. It's like, this is the party for business and industry with the Republican Party, and this is the party that's like kind of go, oh, well, you know what, maybe these guys are a little too harsh on you. Well, you know, we're going to look out for your interests, but there's still the same people taking all the same money.
Yeah.
So the Democrats aren't any fucking better. Like, it's like I always read these articles, oh, the Democrats are going to win. Oh, okay, so the
Who
party.
fucking cares?
The corporate light party is going to win now. I'm not really interested. It's all bullshit.
Diet corporation or regular corporation?
They
Which
just
one do
throw
you
up
want?
A bunch of like smokescreen social issues. It's gay marriage and abortion and all of the all these social issues.
Because what does gay marriage really change in their society?
Trannies in the bathroom.
I mean, these things are important, but they use them to hide the fact that behind the scenes, both parties are corporatist parties. Both parties are in the pockets of corporations. Both parties are looking out after their corporate masters first and us second. It's just the flavor. It's like, chocolate or vanilla.
Well, the interesting thing is
who's going to fleece them faster? That's about it.
In this particular primary, it was Feinstein versus this woman whose name I don't remember, but she was like one of those Justice Democrat candidates that we don't take money from corporations and all this shit. And basically was doing the whole Bernie Sanders messaging. So it's kind of interesting that this is the one where 118 names go missing. I don't know.
118,000.
Yeah, 118,000 names go missing.
Well, of course, Feinstein won.
Oh, yeah.
No,
oh, yeah.
Spoiler.
Easy.
The person taking the money from the big corporations won.
Yeah.
What a shock.
This Justice Democrats thing, well, I think it's noble to try something. It's not going anywhere, guys. It's not working. The third party method has been tried and tried and tried, and guess what always happens? The fucking one of the two primary parties always wins the big election. And why is that? It's because they own it. We don't have an endpoint anymore. This Justice Democrat thing needs to be a protest movement.
Oh, dude. Well, it's like anything else, dude. It's like, I think the perfect example is wrestling. People go out, and I hate you and you hate me, right?
Right.
But then behind the locker room, it's all like, well, I mean, I respect you and you respect me. Look, we got to get this deal done. My lobbyists want this. Your lobbyists want that. I mean, we can come
it's all friendly. It's all a big fucking tea party behind the scenes.
Yeah. you know, in public, it's fuck this guy, hate this person. Oh, we're gonna fight against that. But behind the scenes, it's totally different. It's the same fucking dog and pony show. It's the bread and the circuses. I mean, people, they fucking think this shit really matters. Look, any candidate that's real, that has any authentic message that people actually like, never seems to fucking win. And the same fucking trash seems to keep getting sent to Washington, D.C. And they keep always, we're going to solve problems for you guys. We're going to do this. We're going to change that. And they never seem to do it. They sit there over and over. They manage to get nothing done. Oh, except, what does this giant corporation want? Oh, they want corporate tax cuts? Well, that seems to get pushed through. Oh, that can get passed? So the Democrats and Republicans can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
They can agree. The Democrats are playing lip service. We don't really want that to happen, and it passes anyways. Oh, so they don't want to cut the corporate tax rate, but they do, because that's who owns them.
Crocodile eats beloved terrier that had spent a decade taunting it.
Well,
I mean, I don't like hearing him shit like this, but I mean, if he was taunting him.
A saltwater crocodile has eaten a dog that made a mockery of it for years, to the horror of onlookers. At Goat Island Lodge, south of Darwin, in the middle of the crocodile-infested Adelaide River, guests had gathered to watch pup Pippa perform her favorite trick, running at Casey the crocodile to scare her back into the river. But to the alarm of those looking on, including her owner, Kai Hansen, Pippa ran straight at her head, and Casey did what crocs do. The video of Pippa being dragged into the water was made worse by the screams of the bystanders, but serves as a bleak warning about the river's dangers. As Mr. Hansen conceded, it was something that had a high probability of happening sometime.
So they have a video of this dog, maybe not being eaten, but doing its act?
They do. I don't know which video is which, though, so I don't know.
Well, it wasn't the one up there?
I don't know.
Just watch.
I mean,
there
okay.
You go, Casey. Look at this.
And just when you think
so this fucking little motherfucker run.
This little dog.
Oh yeah, dude, look at him.
You do not believe possible. Take my word for it. Okay, you go kill.
There's the crocodile.
Just playing with fire, dude.
Scares away a monster croc.
I mean, these people are kind of fucking stupid. I mean, is it surprising the dog was eventually eaten?
He got sick of its shit. That crocodile finally got sick of that dog shit.
Dude, that crocodile would go to his fucking like crocodile bar, and it's like, that fucking dog, man, one of these fucking days.
Mr. Hansen came to the island 15 years ago to escape city life, living amongst a gaggle of dogs, birds, and crocodiles. While Pup Hot Dog was famous for barking along to the tunes of the harmonic, Pippa, also known as Dumb Blonde, quickly became known for chasing the crocodile more than 100 times her weight, with ABC covering the dog's exploits just last year. You will see things you do not believe possible, Mr. Hansen told reporters as Pippa ran at the croc in 2017. Take my word for it. Speaking to ABC Radio this morning, Mr. Hansen said he was really sad and had not watched the video of Pippa's demise. But he did not think it was fair to blame the crocodile. She was not doing something wrong. She was just doing what crocs do, he said. In the early days, she actually had a go at me a couple times. These days, I just throw food out from the top and no one is allowed to walk down there. Some on social media lashed out at Mr. Hansen, saying he was to blame for encouraging the little dog to run up to the reptile, but he said it was simply part of the dog's nature, comparing it to the dog he had as a child that would not stop chasing cars.
I mean, well, whatever. He probably could have kept this little dog away from that crocodile, and it sounds like it was like a little tourist attraction.
Yeah, he's like, check it out.
So, yeah, he's kind of an asshole, but whatever.
Yeah, the dog is dead. I mean, you can't I agree with him, though, at least on one point. You can't really blame the croc. I mean...
Well, yeah, no,
I mean, the dog is running up to it. The dog is kind of fucking dumb, and now the dog is dead, so... I mean, the story kind of ends how you expect it to end.
Yeah, I just want to, that crocodile probably for years was like, one day,
one of these days, man, this little
like I said, he was chilling with his homies, like, man, one day this motherfucking dog gonna run up to me, and every time he pushed down his crocodile buddies watched, oh, you bitched out again. Then that was the fucking day. He's like, you know what, fuck this dog. Boom!
Yep.
Dinner, dude.
Nice meal.
Miss America is scrapping the swimsuit portion from its pageant. The next edition of the Miss America pageant will scrap swimsuits and will be more inclusive to women of all sizes, the contest announced Tuesday. Gretchen Carlson, the chairwoman of Miss America Board of Directors, announced on Good Morning America the event will no longer feature a swimsuit portion. Miss America will be a competition, not a pageant, Carlson said on the show Tuesday. We will no longer judge our candidates on their outward physical appearance. That's huge, she said. I mean, that's what this is, though.
Yeah, why not just cancel this stupid shit?
Yeah, like, hey, instead of trying to change it into something it's not, if it's really like, if you really feel like, man, this doesn't have a place in modern life, just get rid of it.
Yeah, create a new competition then.
Just get rid of it.
I mean, I understand. Like, this is kind of an anachronistic competition for this time. You know what I mean? Having women parade around and answer vapid questions and do stupid fucking dog tricks, and then one of them gets a crown at the end of it. Like, I can understand why people aren't interested in this anymore. The way to do that is not to get rid of probably the only thing that was keeping people watching it, which is watching a bunch of hot bitches strutting around in bathing suits. Just get rid of the whole goddamn thing. Like, nobody's going to care about this anymore.
Yeah, no one. Well, one, no one does really care about this anymore, and two, this is like somebody that's on life support and saying, hey, like the one thing that people actually remember about this now, and let's be honest, this is what people are watching for. You know, they talk about we're watching for this reason, for that reason. No, the reason they're watching is like you said, they want to see attractive women strut around.
Of course.
If these people find it to be an anachronism, they find it to just be, like you said, out of place and out of touch.
I don't watch it.
Well, no, it's boring.
Nobody watches this anymore, so just cancel it.
Yeah, cancel it.
Get rid of it. Call it a victory for women or whatever you want to do. I don't care. But just don't try and rebrand it like there's no Mr. America pageant. How weird would that be? Let's just get rid of it.
Yeah, it's done.
That's how I feel about it. It just it has no place.
Don't continue it as some weird farce where it's like, now fat bitches welcome or whatever.
Yeah,
who cares?
No one's interested in that. Sorry.
Just get rid of it.
It's like putting like an obese woman on the cover of like a health magazine and saying, yeah, she dishes healthy too. It's like, no, it's not. You're delusional. And yeah, maybe you have a point that this doesn't have a place in modern America. Well, just let it just die off. Let it go away.
Too. Like, dudes can just go on the internet and jerk off to fucking porn and shit now. I mean, they don't need this. This is like, this is like for the days of like, oh.
But another point is all of them that competing in this,
attractive woman everywhere,
all of them competing in this knew exactly what it entailed. So it wasn't like any of them were forced at the same time. So it's like, it's very progressive now. It's like these women wanted to do this. No one put a gun to their head and said, you have to do this. It's just stupid. End it.
Yeah. Trump's celebration of America sans Philadelphia Eagles draws backlash.
I'm so surprised. There's a backlash.
Do you want to listen to his speech?
Sure.
Not really. I mean, I guess.
Also this meandering shit.
Well, we'll listen to a little bit of it at least. Oh, man.
Thank you.
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Someone's yelling at him.
I'm yelling.
I want to
thank. The
thank
protester said, "Stop
the
hiding
United
behind
States
the
Marine
flag
Band
and the national anthem."
and the United States Army Chorus for that incredible performance. Their voices, I'd love to have a voice like that. What a voice.
Well, you don't.
We love our
What a
country.
voice.
We respect our flag, and we always proudly stand for the national anthem. We always will stand for the national anthem.
Yay!
It is my great pleasure
Yay,
to welcome
empty
everyone to the White
patriotism,
House
yay!
for this patriotic celebration. Beautiful, beautiful day.
So boring.
It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. President Trump on Tuesday led a crowd of hundreds in a rendition of he didn't lead shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
He
Fuck
led
that.
them.
On the national, the lawn of the White House, blah, blah, blah. Trump's decision to carry on with a celebration of America, complete with Marine Corps band and dress uniforms and miniature American flags, after abruptly canceling a traditional visit from the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, drew intense backlash from high-profile professional athletes. But White House press secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders thrust blame on the Eagles organization for a political stunt intended to embarrass the president, who last fall disparaged African-American players for kneeling in protest during the anthem, and the NFL for allowing it. Although the players said they were demonstrating against police brutality in black communities, Trump criticized them for disrespecting the flag, sparking a fierce public debate. No Eagles players had participated in anthem protests, however. So, what? We love our country. We respect our flag. Yeah, I know he said all that.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
word,
blah,
word
blah.
soup nonsense. So, Paul, you had some thoughts on this, I know.
Well, I mean, it was just kind of funny. Like, there's a video of him singing along or trying to sing along with this. I mean, this was his way.
Right here.
This was his way of fucking like getting around the fact that he shit on all of America, basically. Because, you know, after the America's pretty fractured when it comes to football teams. We all got our team and shit. We all argue about it. But at the end of the day, there's a Super Bowl champion, and until next year, that's America's team. That's why the fucking, you know, the president hosts that team and brings them in and talks, you know what I mean? Because it's like saying, you know, hey, you won this competition. It's very important to Americans. Trump fucked that off and came up with this like fucking grade school like patriotism pageant to heal the wound or whatever the fuck. Not that it's such a big deal. He snubbed the fucking the Eagles, but
the thing too was that so few of them are going to attend.
Right. He didn't want to be embarrassed by the fact that like 3 or 4 of them were going to show up, you know. So instead of canceling it and just going on about his business, he wastes more of America's time with this grade school fucking flag worship pageant. And then on top of it, he plans all of this. He puts himself front and center on the stage while the Marine Corps band is singing. He sings along and doesn't know the words to any of the songs.
Pitiful, dude.
See if this plays the right video.
I mean, just how pitiful can one person be? Just let them, if you want to have the Marine Corps band, let them sing. That's their job.
Come on, bitch.
What is that video? Just gone now?
I don't know.
Wonderful.
You know another thing? As a country, can we just stop? As long as Trump's in office, can we just stop? Just have a blanket ban on teams going to the White House. We don't have to hear about this issue again because it's really not an issue.
Oh, I don't think any teams are going.
Yeah,
like LeBron
let's have a blanket thing, though. You know what I mean? So we have to, this can stop being a news story when whoever wins the NBA Finals, like the Warriors win. So let's just preemptively say Trump's not inviting them. End of story.
They've already decided they're not going. Fucking LeBron and Kevin Durant met. Or it's not Kevin Durant. Whoever is it? Kevin Durant on the fucking Warriors? I don't know who it is.
I think
whoever
the
captain of the Warriors is. They already met and said like, whoever wins, we ain't going to Trump.
Yeah, exactly. So
fuck it. It's
let's
over.
just end that. You know, the next president will bring it back. You know what I mean? But for now, let's just end the controversy and bullshit and done.
He might be standing, but he's having a hard time singing. President Trump appeared to forget the lyrics to God Bless America during a White House event Tuesday meant to prove how patriotic he is. Trump was caught on video singing every other word to the national hymn as a military chorus boomed behind him. On 3 occasions, Trump gave up singing altogether and let the uniform-clad men around him do the vocalizing.
Great.
Yeah, he really fucked. I was supposed to be a video of it, but apparently it's gone.
You try refreshing it?
What?
You're refreshing this page.
Yeah, I did refresh it, and that's when it went just black.
Oh, yeah, maybe the video got pulled or some shit.
Oh, it sucks.
For some reason, it's down, but he totally was like lip syncing, and then he just stopped. And you know, I don't know why everyone's talking about him fucking up the lyrics to "God Bless America," but no one's talking about him doing it with the fucking anthem, because
he did that too.
Because if you watch him singing the national anthem, it's not much better. There's tons of parts in that where his mouth just kind of goes like. Here, I'll show you. He's kind of like, oh, say can
you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed.
Yeah, it's like that.
How should you not know the lyrics to the national anthem? It's the most over fucking played song in this goddamn country.
You know what?
The Amazing Atheist.
If he doesn't know the lyrics, why did he stand in front of all of America and badly try
and the Rockets?
Why not just stand there with his mouth closed, his hand over his heart?
Yeah, better yet, why don't you step aside and let the fucking band do its goddamn fucking job? You're the president. You're not a goddamn fucking singer. Just fucking say, and now the Marine Corps band is going to sing God Bless America. And then you stand to the side with your hand over your fucking heart.
Should have had John Ashcroft come out and sing Let the Eagles Soar again.
Let the Eagles soar.
Like it's never soared before. Oh, man. Here's one more thing on this story. Man kneels during anthem at White House celebration of America event. So basically, just some dude kneeled.
I mean, who fucking cares? If he wants to kneel, let him kneel.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, even there, someone's like, fuck you, Trump. I'm kneeling. Man dies on Mount Everest during Ask FM cryptocurrency promotional stunt.
Okay. Well,
it was
hope it was worth it.
Designed to play on one of the cryptocurrency's most resilient memes, to the moon. The idea that the price will skyrocket, leaving currency holders rich in the process. But it was a stunt that left one Sherpa presumed dead on Mount Everest. Ask FM, one of the world's top 10 social media networks, was about to release a brand new initial coin offering, ICO, giving early investors the chance to pre-buy some of its cryptocurrency before it's launched. To promote their ICO, Ask FM sent 4 crypto enthusiasts on an expedition to Mount Everest. The plan, bury $50,000 worth of ASKT, Ask FM's cryptocurrency, in a nano ledger at the top of the mountain. The team of 4 made it to the top on May 14th and got back relatively safely. Taras Pozny, the man in the video below, suffered multiple instances. Is this playing audio? No, it's not. Okay. Suffered multiple instances of frostbite on his fingers and feet, but recovered. In a statement on its Medium page, Ask FM explained the reason for the trip. The statement here is that Ask FM is not afraid to rise the challenge. They're conquering Everest because it's out there to conquer. By doing so, they claim blah, blah, blah. If they're bold enough to do it, they're bold enough to turn social network into blockchain, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Where's the dude that died?
Yeah.
But the Medium statement didn't mention Lam Babu Sherpa, a man who helped the Ask FM's 4-man team get to the top of Mount Everest. According to extensive reports by Financial Times and climbing site Rock and Ice, Lam Babu Sherpa was left behind during the descent from Mount Everest and is now presumed dead.
Dude, Everest is fucking crazy too. People that climb it, like you depending on where the snow melt is, you'll just walk by like perfectly preserved bodies.
Oh yeah.
Because once you get up to a certain elevation, there's no way for them to safely get your body off of it. So they just leave you there in the snow. Because
they're
it's so
markers,
cold
dude.
and dry up there, there's no bacteria, so the bodies don't rot. So there's people up that have been dead up on like in the upper reaches of Everest and shit for 80, 90 years. And their corpses are still frozen up there, and they're just like landmarks.
Well, at least he died for a rich corporation's get richer quick scheme.
Yeah, at least he died for this fucking shitty-ass fucking cryptocurrency that's probably never going to be worth a goddamn thing.
That'll be worth like 5 cents, dude. What are you talking about?
There you go.
Ask FM did not immediately respond to comments.
Family of Stoneman Douglas student advocate David Hogg swatted at home. Hogg not at home at time of incident. Coral Springs, Florida. The family of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School student David Hogg was swatted Tuesday morning, prompting deputies to respond to their Parkland home. A call came in to the Coral Springs Police Department claiming a hostage situation at the home. When a Broward Sheriff's Office SWAT team arrived at the scene, they found no hostage situation and determined the call was a prank. Hogg was not home at the time of the incident and is currently in Washington with his mother to accept the RFK Human Rights Award. In a phone call with Local 10 News, Hogg sounded off about the prank, which led to the massive law enforcement presence at his home. I think it's really a distraction from what we're trying to fix here, which is a massive gun violence epidemic in this country, Hogg told a Local 10 News reporter, Leanne Morjan. Hogg said he found out about the swatting incident through a phone call from a friend.
You know what, dude? This pisses me off. I'm so I'm livid about this. This is a young man, right? Still a kid who lived through a fucking school shooting. You know what would be a spicy meme? Let's have the fucking cops kick down his door with a bunch of guns. Fuck this person. Fuck this culture that does this to people. Wastes time and endangers people's lives for a tee-hee.
Dude, she's killed people.
Oh, yeah. People have died in these incidents before. What do you do when a fucking cop kicks down your door with a gun and shit? Oh, my God. This is not a fucking joke, dude. This is not a spicy meme.
Yeah.
This is horrible.
Sending David Hogg a glitter bomb is a fucking...
Yeah, or a dog turd or something.
Here's some bullshit, you know.
Don't take a kid that's probably already traumatized for the rest of his life from living through a horrible school shooting and have the cops kick his door down.
I mean, luckily he wasn't home, and luckily no one was hurt. But I mean, it's these people just think it's so fucking funny. They fucking doc drop these people's address, and then they fucking send the cop. Oh, there's a hostage situation at this house.
Hate these motherfuckers.
I mean, what do these people think? It's like people die doing this shit, and they think it's fucking funny. It's like, what's funny about it, dude? What if someone did it to you? What if someone did to someone you know? And so many people have been swatted.
Dude, whoever made this phone call, there should be a fucking 24-hour live stream for everybody in America to watch of this person just being scared over and over again. They should send attack dogs in there to bark in his face and just almost let him get him. Then fucking bring some big, fucking prisoner in there to fucking rough him up a little bit and watch him cry like a bitch for an hour. Like, I hate these motherfuckers, man. This is not fucking funny.
And it's so common, dude. People don't realize how it's common it is for people to be swatted. There's so many fans. If you go and search YouTube swatted, dude, there's some fans like they'll be like big YouTubers like we're playing games, and then suddenly it's like there's a cop with a fucking rifle in their fucking face.
Yeah, and they're like, oh shit.
I guess I'm swatted.
Cop clears the room, figures out it's a joke. Oh my god, dude.
But all it takes someone to have an adverse reaction of like I didn't do nothing wrong. Oh, boom, boom, dead. Oh, good joke, guys. You got him.
What a spicy meme.
Judge Aaron Persky, who gave Brock Turner a lenient sentence in rape case, recalled. The California judge who sentenced a Stanford University student in a high-profile sexual assault case is fighting a recall vote. Critics say Judge Aaron Persky treated former swimmer Brock Turner and his crime too lightly. The controversial judge who sparked outrage after offering a lenient sentence to Brock Turner, a former Stanford University swimmer convicted of sexual assault, was recalled from office Wednesday.
Well, the funny thing about
the first
this,
California jurist recalled from the bench in 86 years.
He went with the probation board's recommendation of what the sentence should be, which is 14 months, and he served 3 months. And a lot of people are celebrating this. They're going, "Yeah, this guy's gone." And it's like, so really, what we're celebrating here is mob justice. We want the angry mob to decide what someone should face for prison, because people were saying he should have done 14 years in jail.
Yeah, well, that's what this says right here.
Yeah, he should have done 14 years. Well, not in jail, prison. He should have gone to prison for 14 years. And I mean,
the thing that really bothers me about this story, I mean, I think that maybe he was given a light sentence and stuff.
I think he was too.
But I mean, the fact of the matter is that we have a country with more people in prison than any other country on the face of the earth, and people only seem to get outraged when a judge is too lenient, I think it's fucked up. What about all these judges that are sentencing people to way too harsh of sentences?
Yeah, well, look at the Innocence Project.
Where's the anger about that?
How many people who have been accused
That's
of murder?
That's a way bigger problem than this one motherfucker in this one anecdotal instance.
How many people have been accused of murder and rape, have spent 20 to 30 years, their whole life in prison, only be exonerated posthumously or... after 30 years in jail.
Yeah.
So I understand this, where there's outrage, where people go, oh, this guy should have had a harsh sentence, but maybe we should really focus on rehabilitating people and not just how long they should go to prison, because a lot of people that want this guy to go to jail for 14 years, maybe there's a case for him to go to prison for 14 years. But here's the problem. If that doesn't really solve the problem of rape in our society, it's not, the penalties is not harsh enough, because you know what they used to do to rapists? They used to just kill them.
Right, and there were still rapists.
Yeah, rapists still existed. That's not the answer. The answer is not a more draconian punishment. The answer is how to rehabilitate people.
I mean, this judge occupied an elected position, so people are well within their rights to go through her record, and if they find something they don't like, fucking
or his record,
throw her out. Oh, it's a his.
Yeah, it's this guy here.
Sorry, his record.
Aaron.
They're more than fine to throw that out and put somebody else in that position and shit. But I tend to agree with you guys. I think the outrage is a little misplaced here.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many judges that get a fucking big boner sentencing people to these really disgusting.
If this guy had just given everyone the maximum, this wouldn't even be a story.
Oh yeah, he'd be like, yeah, justice.
So these people, and you know what's funny too is people, and that this guy goes, the guy that was sentenced, Brock Turner, they're like, you know what? I hope if he should have gotten 14 years. He should have been raped every day, and it's like. So
I love that shit.
It's like, really?
I love when people celebrate the fact that a man's going to prison to be raped every day. Like, how fucked up are we?
Especially when he's going for rape in the first place.
You know what I mean?
Rape is wrong. That's why I hope he's raped.
So sensitive about rape. We're only sensitive about it when it happens to a woman, because it's still just a big old joke that a dude goes to fucking...
Don't drop the soap!
Yeah. Dude goes to prison for whatever, like some fucking drug offense, and they're like, oh, well, hope Big Bubba isn't your cellmate. You know, that's okay to say.
Well, you know, you want to talk about real rape culture? There it is. There's rape. There's social.
It's just sad that people see the only solution is a more harsh punishment, and it's just like longer imprisonment is the answer.
Not only longer imprisonment, but more torturous imprisonment.
Longer and more brutal,
cruel and unusual punishment.
The more fucking crowded your cell is, the less you get to go outside, the better. And it's like, what? Like, we just want to make people who are institutionalized forever, who can't function in society because they've lived in a cage for 20 years.
That's what these mob of people really want. That's what they see justice as.
Like, why do you think most people that serve long prison sentences have this huge high recidivism rate? They end up right back in it because they don't know how to live on the outside because we fucked them up. Like, how is that a plan to rid us of crime? By creating career criminals, by sending them to a place where you have to be a criminal.
I think we should just execute people for any crime. Jaywalking,
there you
sentenced to death.
There you go, dude.
Israel responds with Mean Girls gift after Iran's Ayatollah Khomeini's nuclear threats. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. Khomeini is like... Which I didn't even know Khomeini was on fucking Twitter.
Yeah, he tweets, dude.
Everybody's on Twitter now.
Our stance against Israel is the same stance we have always taken. Israel is a malignant, cancerous tumor in the West Asian region that has to be removed and eradicated. It is possible and it will happen. And then Embassy of Israel tweeted this Mean Girls gif back of, I don't know who that is, but she's like, why are you so obsessed with me? And I'm just like, wow. So even on like the level of countries, we're just communicating with like shitty memes and shit now.
Yeah, international communiques have been reduced to memes. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Yeah, man.
Social media is like nobody saw it coming, but it's what did it.
Well, yeah. Let's not pretend that Israel and Iran were gonna have some creative or not creative, but some healthy dialogue to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, it should happen behind closed doors in a serious manner, and if it's going to happen at all.
Mean Girls gifts probably shouldn't be involved.
No, you know? Not at all.
I'm just saying. You know, I think Trump brought us here, honestly.
Oh, yeah. This is all Trump's doing.
He told his son not to eat all the Cheez-Its. Violence ensued.
Well, I mean, he did warn him.
I can understand this, dude. I fucking love Cheez-Its.
Oh!
This is, by the way, Florida.
Also in St. Augustine, dude.
A St. Augustine man was arrested Wednesday for hitting a child. The reason for the violence, according to the St. John's Sheriff's Office, Carrie Knudsen struck the boy for eating all the Cheez-Its and drinking all the tea.
Damn.
I mean, let's be honest. If you guys came home, hard day of fucking work. This guy's 58, fucking sweat of his brow, solid earth man. All he wants is a fucking glass of delicious fucking sweet tea and a handful of fucking Cheez-Its. And what does he come home to? An empty fucking box and an empty fucking pitcher.
Yeah. What an ungrateful little turd.
Amen. 58-year-old faces a charge of cruelty toward a child.
You know what? Fuck that. The child should have been arrested for cruelty towards this adult.
According to the SJSO arrest report, officers, blah, blah. Deputies say Knudsen, who appeared to be highly intoxicated, told them he had gotten into an argument with his son because he told the child not to eat all the Cheez-Its and drink all the tea, and the command was disregarded. This made the father upset.
Because as we know, kids always listen when you tell them things.
Knudsen allegedly struck the juvenile in the face with a closed fist. The child then admitted to pushing the adult against the wall, which caused a laceration of the man's head. The suspect was unable to explain his injuries as he was drunk, read the report.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
comes home after a long day of work, gets drunk, gets the munchies.
I mean, if he's able to push his dad into a wall, he's probably. I mean, is he saying child? I mean, I don't think most children be able to do that.
I'm thinking that's probably a teenager.
It's probably a teenager.
Fuck you, Dad. It's your munchies.
You know, you shouldn't be drunk and hitting your kid.
No.
You know, I mean, kids
don't justified in this instance because Cheez-Its.
Well, I mean, anyone that's a parent would know or had been around kids. The kids don't fucking listen. So it's like getting mad at your kid for doing something like this is so stupid. They're gonna do it.
Dude,
if you don't want them to do it, then just don't fucking have the shit
I hear what
around.
you're saying, but on the other hand, he really wanted those fucking Cheez-Its, dude.
He's an adult. He can go buy some more Cheez-Its.
All right, so this is a scientific paper. I'm just going to read the conclusion. Sickness absence diagnosis among abstainers, low-risk drinkers, and at-risk drinkers. Consideration of the U-shaped association between alcohol use and sickness absence in 4 cohort studies.
So people that don't drink be missing the same amount of days as those of us that do? No.
In Finland, France, and the United Kingdom, people who report not drinking any alcohol on 2 occasions several years apart appear to have a higher prevalence of sickness absences from work with chronic, somatic, and mental illness diagnoses than those drinking below a risk threshold of 11 units per week for a woman and 34 units per week for a man. Persistent at-risk drinking in Finland, France, the United Kingdom appears to be related to increased absence due to injury or poison.
So basically, as long as you drink a normal amount of alcohol, they actually miss less work.
Yeah. So people who don't drink miss more work than people who just drink a moderate amount.
I mean, it sounds like too it's a coping thing. Like the people that drink are able to blow off a little steam. And the people that don't are having all these kind of mental health breakdowns and shit.
Yeah, now obviously the total drunks are missing a lot of work.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, if you're totally addicted to a drug, you're not going to be fucking.
But you know,
work all the time.
all you people who are like drinking's bad, just so you know, if you only drink a little bit, if you drink a reasonable amount, you're
34 units a week.
You're healthier. So
if you're a
woman, 11 units. I don't know what a unit is, but 11 units a week. If you're a man, 34 units a week.
A unit is a drink, dude.
Just one drink.
No, I don't know.
No, that's not.
I'm just thinking.
That is not correct.
I'm just trying to excuse drinking 34 drinks a week.
Just drink 34 drinks a week. Define unit. Whatever. We're not going to get that, but that's you probably know what's appropriate. Here's another pro-drug story. Men who have used psychedelics are half as likely to be violent to their partners.
That's right, baby. I've never raised my hand to
Woohoo!
you.
Further proof that fucking stoners and fucking people that take LSD are better.
Yep.
New evidence suggests that men who have used psychedelic drugs are around half as likely to be violent against their intimate partners as men who have never used such substances. The results came from a study undertaken at the University of British Columbia and published by the Journal of Psychopharmacology on May 29th. Researchers aimed to examine the association between perpetration of intimate partner violence and lifetime psychedelic use. The latter variable refers to whether someone at any time in their life has used LSD or psilocybin magic mushrooms. After anonymously surveying 1,266 adults, researchers found a significant negative relationship between perpetrating partner violence and psychedelic use among men. However, the study did not find a relationship between partner violence perpetration and psychedelic use among women. We found that among men who have used psychedelics one or more times, the odds of engaging in partner violence was reduced by roughly half. That's significant, according to Michelle Thiessen.
No impact on women, though, dude. Women can do them as much as they want.
They remain just as violent
just as
ever.
evil and violent.
Women remain just as big a cunts as they always were. Go fucking figure.
I mean,
like all the pink elephants, too.
There's a burgeoning kind of experimental field in mental health where they're using microdoses of hallucinogenic agents like LSD. Ketamine is another one, not necessarily a hallucinogenic,
to treat
but
depression,
considered to be a hard drug. Yeah, ketamine in a relatively recent study, I read it a couple of years ago, was shown to reduce suicidal ideation in people who are profoundly depressed, and almost completely eliminated in the trial patients. So it's just like this microdosing of these types of things, I think is going to be a big thing in 10 or 15 years.
Sweet, dude.
Because it sounds like there's a lot of health benefits, a lot of mental health benefits to this. I mean, this is just kind of illustrates that.
But Paul, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Kim Jong-un begged for summit on his hands and knees.
Oh, please.
Giuliani
please give me summit. Oh, please. I suck your dicky.
I sucky you dicky.
I sucky your dicky.
Please, Trumpu. I sucky you dicky. You give me summit.
Oh, do anything for Summit. Please give Summit. Oh, you like my fat
Can we
butt?
just talk about? I mean, like, can Giuliani?
Could Giuliani come out as a goblin, dude? Can he just admit it?
I mean, but why? I mean, like, he keeps fucking saying shit that you like. This summit is already like it's already been almost canceled a couple times. It
was canceled at one point.
Yeah, I mean, it was canceled at one point. It's been on shaky ground. It's back on, but now you got Giuliani out there running his mouth like Kim Jong-un begged like a little fucking bitch.
Isn't Giuliani just fucking Trump's lawyer? Like, why is he talking about foreign affairs and making statements that are probably going to harm relations between two countries?
I actually have a theory on this. I think Trump and Giuliani talked, and Trump was all like, whoa, there's someone that's even dumber and makes more blunders than me. Put him out there.
I mean, that must be it.
Because he's like a lightning rod, dude. It's like Trump does stupid shit, but it's like, send Giuliani out there. He'll handle it.
Giuliani is a fuck-up of epic proportions.
Dude, he's a gaff machine. Every time he talks, he just says some retarded shit he's not supposed to say.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when they were trying to get me.
They practically begged us.
He's America's mayor. America's mayor. He's like, he ain't my mayor. Tell him to fuck off.
I watched an interview with Giuliani yesterday where the news reporter was grilling him on some of the facts that just recently came out about like this memo or whatever the fuck that was supposedly written by Don Jr. about who was at that meeting.
Yeah.
And everybody in the Trump organization came out and said, no, Trump had no hand in this letter. He didn't write it. He didn't do it. And then just recently, like 2 weeks ago, they released a thing that was like, yeah, Trump dictated that letter, so? And so he's grilling Giuliani on this. He's like, isn't that a lie? And Giuliani's like, isn't it possible that he just made a mistake? Like, are people not allowed to misremember? And it's just like, everybody in his administration made the same fucking mistake? No, they all lied about it.
No, Paul.
He's a nightmare. I don't know why they haven't put his ass out to pasture. I think Scotty might be right. They're just trying to make Trump look better by fucking comparison.
You know what, though, Paul? I know you guys are thinking, with people like this, hothead Giuliani and Trump's administration, I hope that there's some sort of cooler head that Trump will bring to this summit to make things work.
There
I
is.
hope so.
Oh, there is, Paul.
Oh, there is?
There
okay,
is.
good. Who?
Dennis Rodman will be in Singapore for Trump-Kim summit.
Wait a minute. I thought it was not happening now.
Oh, it's back on. It's back on, dude.
Oh, it's back on?
You haven't heard? You haven't heard the news?
Oh, because he begged on his hands and knees.
Yeah.
He begging.
Dennis
I beg
Rodman
you.
is going to be there, guy.
Dude.
NBA star turned Kim Jong-un's soulmate, Dennis Rodman, will be in Singapore during President Trump's summit with the North Korean dictator next week, the Post has learned. The worm will arrive in the country a day before the June 12th sit-down, and sources said he could even play some sort of role in the negotiations.
I'm so glad that our country's future and future relations with North Korea are in the hands of such a capable, level-headed man as Dennis Rodman, who's never said a strange thing, never shown himself to be unpredictable or wildly inconsistent. He's definitely the type of cool head we need. You're right, TJ.
Dude,
I was wrong.
I mean, what is going on this fucking planet where the president of the United States, I mean, like, we got a reality star president talking to a fat little Asian despot with the weirdest basketball player ever, who's a total fucking insane person,
fresh from a hour and a half long meeting with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like every day churns out something that makes me feel like I'm in some. Like I told Ashley yesterday, I feel like I'm being punked.
Dennis Rodman's the mediator. Dennis Rodman's in the mix.
I feel like any second Ashton Kutcher is gonna bust in here and be like, "You've been punked. This whole Trump thing's been a meme, dude. You punked, dude." Because it can't be real, right? Dennis Rodman is going to sit at the fucking negotiating table for denuclearizing fucking North Korea? Why?
Yeah, dude. Why not? Paul, you laugh now. But he's going to fucking achieve lasting peace. They're going to be building statues of Dennis Rodman.
Because he gave half the cast of fucking Baywatch in the 90s gonorrhea? Is that what fucking gives him the fucking authority?
He is going to fucking bring peace, Paul.
Whatever.
You know what, Paul? You know what? You just wanted to fail. Paul wants to talk to fail, TJ. Isn't that kind of clear? Dennis Rodman has a fucking intimate relationship with Kim Jong-un, dude. He's going to leverage that relationship. Yeah, they're bros, dude. He's going to be like, bro, come on, dude. Let's fucking get this nuclear shit
interview with
solved.
TMZ, Rodman said Kim didn't understand the president until he gave the North Korean strongman a copy of Trump's ghostwritten.
What do you got to
book,
say
The
now,
Art of the
Paul?
Deal, for his birthday.
His ghostwritten book.
I think this is what he said. I think Kim didn't realize who Trump was at that time, I guess, until he started to read the book and started to get to understand him. Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un are pretty much the same, Rodman told the website.
And you know what?
That's the fucking problem!
Yeah, he might be right.
Yeah, but he's in his mind, it's a positive. That's the only thing.
Right.
They're like the same, dude.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un. Look, I know Kim Jong-un and I know Trump, and I'm going to tell you something, guys. They like this. They like brothers, man.
Dude,
they just don't know it yet.
Does parody now have to become like... I was thinking about this.
Parody is dead.
Dude, yeah, I'm saying... Parody now has to become like the reality we were used to 10 years ago now.
Like,
that has to become the parody.
Like, you could just take shit that's happening now and go back to the past and tell them about it. They'd be like, "Whoa, what a crazy satire!"
So that's why I like these
how
shows
bad
like
things could get in like 1,000 years or something.
Well, that's why Saturday Night Live and shit's failing. They should just have like a real like Alec Baldwin should just make a real press conference like if Trump was actually a real president, and that should be the fucking joke. It should be like,
yeah,
I'm gonna answer some normal.
Stop trying to be wacky and just be like he is. Because that's wackier than you.
No, like they should take it the other way and make him like respectable. Have him come out.
That's what I was saying.
Sort of like, you know.
Yeah, like have decorum and shit. But like this is the parody because he's not this. That really is the parody. That is the fucking parody at this point. That's what these idiots of these fucking goddamn shit like Saturday Night Live don't understand. The parody is not making him even fucking wackier. It's making him what he's not. You fucking idiots.
Florida woman named Crystal Meth. Arrested for possession of crystal meth.
Oh, shit.
Can you make
this is legendary.
Oh, no.
Crystal Methvin, dude.
Oh, dude, is there play the video if we can, dude. She looks like a fucking prize winner.
A Florida woman named
Crystal
Crystal Methvin
baby.
was just arrested for possession of crystal meth.
Don't say it isn't so.
The police department says that officers got a tip a woman was sitting in a car on the side of the highway. When they arrived, Methvin didn't have her driver's license. A search turned up crystal meth in
What a
plastic
shock.
bag, as well as more unused bags in her purse. Officers told CBS in Jacksonville that they believe she was selling the drugs. She now faces a third-degree felony charge for possession of meth and is being held on $5,000 bond. Matt Uris for CBSMiami.com.
Ocean.
Yeah, I thought you guys would.
Crystal Methvin, dude.
I mean, you know, there's not much to say about it. Just, you know, it's like being. I don't know. I mean.
Her husband, Smokey Krakenstein, was also picked up and is being held on possession of crack.
Last story of the day. White professor banned from diner after complaining about too many whites.
There's too many crackers.
This is a great story. It's on InfoWars, but whatever. I'm not going to read all this bullshit. I'm just going to...
This is not real news.
Damn it, where the fuck is his post?
Was it the post? Keep going.
What?
Was it that you're talking about?
No, that's something...
Oh, that Instagram thing's not his.
Why do these pages, like, fucking fall the fuck apart when... Whatever. I guess I'll have to read the article. There used to be embeds. Maybe
by the way, TJ, InfoWars uses cookies to ensure that you have the best possible experience on our website.
Go away. Professor James Livingston, who suffers from a bad case of white guilt, wrote, "Okay, officially, I now hate white people," in a Facebook post last Friday.
What an idiot, dude.
The academician, complained there were too many little Caucasian assholes when he visited the Harlem Shake diner last week. I went to Harlem Shake on 124 and Lenox for a classic burger to go that would be my dinner. And the place is overrun with little Caucasian assholes who know their parents will approve of anything they do, an irritated Livingston wrote in a post obtained by the Daily Caller. "Slide around on the floor, you little shitheads. Sing loudly, you unlikely moron. do whatever you want. Nobody's going to restrict you to be your right to be white, Livingston wrote. I hereby resign from my race. Fuck these people. Yeah, I know. It's about access to my diner. Fuck you too.
So this is just some self-loathing curmudgeon that hates like some white little kids were singing and dancing at the fucking diner he goes to.
And he's a white, so he renounces his race.
I resign!
In subsequent Facebook follow-ups, the professor appears unable to comprehend why Facebook restricted his post. Speaking to The Blaze, the owners of the restaurant, Jelena Pasic and Dardra Coaxum, condemn Professor Livingston's comments and ask that he not return.
Thank you.
For 5 years and counting, we built our business on a prerogative of cherishing diversity within our ownership, staff, and customers in our beloved Harlan community. We refuse to be sucked into your racist rants. So if you wish to name drop, please use names of those with similar views, the two business owners told The Blaze.
Yeah, fuck this
They
piece
added
of shit,
they wanted
dude.
the professor to delete their business's name from the post. We ask that our name is removed from your rant because we do not want anything to do with you, they stated. And yeah, we ask that you get your burgers somewhere else. We do not tolerate racism either. We thrive on equality and fairness and have full intentions to keep it that way.
I mean, which is a totally sensible fucking thing. Like, we don't give a shit who comes to our fucking restaurant.
This is a good diner, everybody. They banned this turd.
Yeah,
Harlem Shake.
Yeah, go there, dude. Fuck this idiot. And their position makes total sense. Like, we don't give a shit. We just want people to come here and enjoy their fucking food. We're not racist. Everyone is welcome here. That makes sense.
That is an epic case of white guilt, too, man. You don't hear about those too often. Dude freaking out about how many little Caucasioids are running around and renouncing his
That's
race.
far too many.
I renounce my race!
No, he doesn't renounce. He resigns.
I didn't realize you signed for it in the
come
first
to
place.
the come before. Here you come, James Livingston. Come before the White Council. I hereby resign, you Caucasioid scum.
Can I resign my my whiteness and sign up for a big old black dick?
You sure can.
Sweet, man. What the fuck have I been doing my whole life? I'm black now.
Oh, you wanted to have the big black dick.
Oh, yeah. No.
Sorry.
We thought you meant receive one.
What you wanted. And we're going to wrap things up with a special message from Senor Tomat.
Oh, what's going on here? It's me, your friend till the end, Don Arancha. How you doing? Here to tell you about the fresh...
Don Arancha? What the fuck is that?
Shut your mouth, you fucking asshole.
Shut up, TJ.
Before I come over there and stomp a fucking mud hole in you.
Let him speak, TJ.
How dare you fucking interrupt me?
Shut up,
Slap
TJ.
your fucking fresh mouth. Anyway, sorry, everybody. Fucking asshole's out of line. Anyway, I'm here to tell you about the Pessimist Productions Patreon. Look. The juiciness and flavorfulness over there will blow your fucking mind. It'll blow your mind. Look, it's like you peeled back my orange leathery skin and exposed the delicious juicy orange wedges inside. That's what it's like over there at the Patreon, okay? $5 gets you just a bunch of content. 12 hours, just like Mama used to make, with the baked ziti and the fresh sliced gabagool. You know what I'm saying? Just like Mama used to make. The gravy's great. The macaroni is fresh. Go check it out, huh? This is me, Don Arancha, your friend till the end as always. I'll see you next time.